Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Haminations, and this is, well, his story with his bully brother. Yeah, apparently one of his older brothers, I think, could be a younger one, I don't know. Apparently the one's been a really mean one. Let's just see how mean and how much of a bully this guy is. Be sure to like, subscribe for more, hope you enjoy. Let's see which brother. He's only got about 2 brothers, I don't know. It's been a while. Let's go.
Stick around to the end of the video for a huge announcement.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
Yeah, I hear you, Bryson.
My brother has been bullying me a ton lately, but I've been studying his tactics and I know how to get him back. I've set up a bucket above his door so that when he walks through, he'll get soaked. Oh, here it comes. Shh.
Oh,
What?
denied!
Use my own spells against me.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and this is my older brother, Brayden. We're
Hey,
best
Brayden.
friends now, but our relationship wasn't always
Rocky?
like that. Brayden was a total bully, and I was the innocent victim for our whole lives.
That's not.
Shut up. Anyway,
You don't get
today...
to tell me to shut up.
Back off, it's my
I don't
channel.
care. I'm boss.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bigger.
Buddy,
You
hold on.
better lawyer off.
Hey.
Today, I wanted to regale you with some of the fantastical stories of our sibling rivalry and how that blossomed into a beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
Let's start at the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
Brayden had a
From the start,
huge
please.
problem with me minding my own business. I would
Really?
just be
What
chilling in my
for?
room playing with Legos and he would come in and knock them down. It's kind of like a beaver when it sees water. They both think, well, someone's got to put a stop to this. One time we were wrestling and we had stuffed pillows under our shirts for protection. Brayden saw this and thought,
Oh, he's got a pillow under his shirt. He's immune to all attacks. So
Sure
it doesn't
about
matter
that?
how hard I hit him.
then he kicked me into a stool. It dug into my unprotected back and knocked the wind out of me.
Oh.
Okay, stop being so dramatic. You're fine.
He's not fine, he's not fine!
I'm thinking there's no reason we can't keep this little incident between us. Don't tell Mom, or I'll wring your neck. Okay, all good. See you later.
He's dead.
Brayden himself has told me that he didn't discover empathy until one day when he threw a pine cone at
empathy?
Brody's back and made him bleed.
Oh.
Oops. Empathy unlocked.
Anyway,
He didn't apply empathy until several years later, though. Even now, his empathy is selective. Brayden loves pushing buttons. Growing up with him was a masterclass in making other people mad. And bothering me was easy. I just wanted peace, and Brayden knew exactly how to shatter that peace. For example, for several nights in a row, I would be in bed, Brayden would come in and say,
you've had it far too good for far too long.
and then beat me up.
Why? Okay, what the fuck?
After, I would say, why? And he would say,
The
No
fuck,
reason.
dude?
Unprovoked. Anyways, see you same time tomorrow night?
one time we were on a family
Okay, I kind of it. I can be sometimes a jerk to my siblings, but even I wouldn't do that far. Or go that far. I mean, my siblings might do that to me, but never that far. Sheesh. There actually did break my sister's ankle after she tried to take my phone away. But less said about that, the better. I'm not going there. Yeesh. Anyway.
cruise, and Mom wanted us all to take a picture together. At this point, Brayden's button
I
pushing
swear,
and bothersome
if Brayden
tendencies
does
had
not push him
infected
into the
all
water,
of us.
I'll be
It was
surprised.
like a virus. Brayden would bother me, and to blow off steam, I would bother Brenner. What a healthy
Fair.
brother dynamic. Hurt people, what can I say? Am I right?
Vicious cycle. Don't do
And
that.
further, Brayden was an expert at making it seem like it was my fault and playing innocent. So there we were, getting ready to take a picture, and Brody and Brayden decide this would be the perfect time to start grabbing my butt. Obviously, I get angry and start pushing and trying to get them to stop as they laugh at me. Mom hears the ruckus and, of course, assumes I'm just causing problems for no reason and says, Bryson, stop! So I
Hey, they
tried to just
started.
deal with it and smile for the picture as my brothers laughed at me. Here is a recreation of that picture. I lost on all accounts. I look super ugly because I'm trying not to squirm because my butt is being grabbed. Mom was mad at me, and Brody and Brayden look great. They were experiencing the pure joy of a devious master plan coming together. They knew I had no options, so their smiles are genuine. Neither of them had ever, nor ever would again, smile that brightly for any family photos. However, However, me and Brayden did have a team up on that same trip. I was in the shower and Brenner kept turning off the light to bug me. I kept warning him that I would spit water on him if he kept turning off the light, but that only strengthened his resolve to bother me. He would turn it off and then run away down the hall over and over. Eventually, I asked Brayden to help me administer justice to Brenner, and he agreed. Brayden hid behind the door, Brenner came back and turned off the light, but before he could escape, Brayden grabbed him.
Do it! No!
As I filled up my mouth with water to spray Brenner, I started laughing about how funny it was gonna be when I sprayed him. But the laughter caused me to accidentally inhale the water. It all went in my lungs and I started coughing violently. And something about that made my stomach go, yeah, he's coughing. Let's just do a full reset. Send all stomach contents back from whence they came, please. And I threw up in the shower as my brothers watched. I should have just thrown up on Brenner. He would have never bothered me again. But alas. Here's another example of Brayden's shenanigans infecting his fellow men. We were in high school at this point, and Brayden had taken a liking to flipping me off. However, eventually it just became an inside joke to us, and I would flip him off back. So we would do this all the time to each other as confused bystanders watched. It basically became our way of greeting each other. But one day, this harmless prank went quite wrong. We were getting food at a restaurant.
Mom got caught.
Paid, and the lady gave me my receipt, and I went to give her a thumbs up, but the habit was so deeply ingrained in me that I accidentally flipped her off. Luckily, her head was turned, and as she turned back in the nick of time, I switched my hands to a thumbs up. That was the real-life equivalent of using the wrong emote. I told Brayden about it.
Yikes. Okay. I'm glad she didn't see it, but goddamn, that was close. Like, if I saw that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Maybe I lost my words. If that actually happened to me, I would like. Oh God. Really flipped them off. Jeez. I'm glad she didn't notice, but phew. Anyway, I think things went a little too far here. Hold on.
And we laughed and flipped each other off. Honestly, there aren't a ton of crazy stories of Brayden bullying me. It was more of an evenly spread, slow burn that chipped away at my sanity for years. For example, hitting me unprovoked to keep me on my toes, stealing my stuff and hiding it, kicking me off the Xbox, giving me a disconnected controller to make me think I was playing a video game with him, pushing me too hard on the rope swing so I would hit a tree, splashing me in pools, and throwing the hot potato at me way too hard, etc. That kind of stuff takes a toll when you're small. It was a vicious cycle of him purposefully aggravating me too much and me being too sensitive. And there's no rhyme or reason to his crimes either. It usually plays out like this. What a brute. No matter. I know his tactics. He's trying to get a reaction out of me. Well, he's out of luck. I've gained total mastery over my emotions.
Light yapping me now?
That being said, I've got to find a way to get him back for this. Later tonight, I'll set a trap for him in his room. When he walks in, I'll be hiding in the closet with a water gun to soak him. And then I'll frame Brenner for it. It will be the perfect crime. Laugh while you can, Brayden, because tonight, your reign comes to an end.
Let me guess, you never do it? It's just like...
Prank him, John.
Prank him, John.
All this being said, I gotta throw in at least one good story about Brayden, because he truthfully is a great brother, and I love him very much.
Cup check. Oh.
The year was 2017, and I was about to turn 16. The Nintendo Switch was releasing the next day, and I asked my parents if I could wake up early, wait in line at the store, and buy the Switch with their money for my birthday, since it would probably be out of stock everywhere by the time my birthday really did arrive. They said no, and I went to bed disappointed. Then at 5 a.m., Brayden woke me up and told me that Mom and Dad only told me no to make it a surprise, and that we were going to the store to buy it now. It was a great brother experience, and I'll always have fond memories of waiting in line with Brayden and playing Zelda. And here I am 6 years later playing the new Zelda on that same release day Switch.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too bad!
That being said, sometimes Brayden does half nice, half mean things.
Hey, leave him alone, punks. That's
He's mine!
Now, I don't claim to be the innocent victim in all these circumstances. I push Brayden's buttons too. As my mom taught us, it takes two for contention, and I will not be one. But with me and Brayden, I would change it to, it takes two for contention, and we will both be one. On that note, Brayden avidly claims that I once threw a full can of Sprite at his head. I don't remember this at all, but admittedly, it's not fully out of character for me. And one time we were on a tandem kayak together, and I was purposefully rowing out of sync with him so that our paddles would clank together.
Right, left, right, left. Do it right.
I'm trying. Sometimes I forget my lefts and rights.
Just follow my lead. Left, right, left, right. You're doing it wrong on purpose.
What are you gonna do about it? Tip me? We're on the same boat, idiot. But I also do nice things for him, like finding him a wife. Let me explain. One time, a bunch of families and friends in my neighborhood went on a big old camping/hiking trip. And I was eating lunch with our family friend, Kira. As we chatted and ate, I said to her, "You should date Brayden."
I don't think Brayden's really my type.
And I thought to myself, sure he isn't, honey. And 5 years later, I was the best man at their wedding. Called it. Brayden owes his marriage to me. As such, I will be naming the firstborn child.
No.
The baby's name will
not
be
gonna happen,
Bryson
no.
2, the sequel.
Not happening.
It's happening, guys.
Nope.
Here's another family love story. Brody brought home a girl named Jen to meet the family,
Jen.
so we decided to all play a board game together. It was a secret role game. We will call it Secret Bad Guy. Anyway, in the board game,
Secret
the
H,
good guys
basically.
are trying to figure out who the bad guys are and stop them to win. We got our secret roles, and I was the bad guy. I had to keep my identity secret and convince everyone that I was a good guy. The game went on, and it got to the point where if I was elected as chancellor, me and the bad guys would win. I had been purposefully playing in a way that had Brayden totally convinced that I was innocent. Mom was skeptical, but Brayden advocated for me and elected me as chancellor because I had earned his trust. The vote passed.
If Bryson is the bad guy, then we lose. Bryson, you're not the bad guy, right?
No.
Brayden was so angry that I had deceived him that he literally grabbed me, threw me
God.
on the table, and strangled me as I laughed. All while Jen watched in horror. What a great introduction to the family. Somehow she ignored that red flag and married Brody anyway. The warnings were there. She signed up for this, so that's on her. And I'm not married. Speaking of board games, I only remember playing Monopoly once. All I remember is someone getting angry, grabbing the metal airplane piece, and throwing it like a ninja star out of anger. It missed and stuck into the wall. Good thing, too, it could have stabbed someone's eye out. I don't remember who threw it, but I know in my heart that it was Brayden. Anyway, as me and Brayden grew, we became best friends. Siblings are crazy like that. You spend your whole life fighting each other, and then one day you're both like,
He was my best friend all along.
Brayden has blossomed into a great man, and I love him like a brother. Wait. Anyways, despite Brayden trying to kill me over a board game, we still love them and we play them together all the time with the family. So much so that Brayden came to me one night saying that we should make a card game. That's way easier said than done, and I'm just not so sure that.
That's
and then the
animation.
next morning, he
Stop.
sends a big document filled with all his ideas for the game. Honestly, I was not expecting to like it, but after he pitched it, I realized he had the seed of something great, and I was sold. We spent the next several months writing the rules, play testing, brainstorming, balancing, creating prototypes, and spending late nights together drawing out our ideas on paper cards. It's been super
Brayden.
hard and has taken several months to get to this point, but also super rewarding. And
Here we
so,
go.
without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Hoard the Hams, a Haminations card game where you hoard the most hams, steal hams from others, and protect what you've got. This has been a labor of love from me, Brayden, and the whole family. But
Aw.
we love the process so much that we're making our own family board game company. We already have
Nice.
2 more board game ideas we've been playtesting, with 2 more promising ideas coming down the pipeline. So, if you want to support our family business while having a blast with your own family, please visit the Kickstarter to support and play Hoard the Hams today. This is a game that I genuinely believe in. We truly poured our hearts and souls into this, and we involved the whole family. It is our sincere hope that it will be a blast for you and your family, because it
Just
sure
try not
was a
to kill
blast
each other,
for me and
okay?
mine. So
Please.
please. Click the link below to learn more about Hoard the Hams. Supporting the game will help us bring more card games and board games to your family in the future. Thanks for watching.
Man, I gotta say, there's a lot of like, well, you know, a lot of YouTubers going for Kickstarters. Mostly board games, I think. I know those got its calendars back in the day, but yeah, well. Anyway, there we go. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, see ya.